Hello and welcome back to Final Fantasy XVI. I am really excited to get back into it, because last time quite a lot has happened, and it seems like that we will kinda have a new life, if that makes sense. Basically living with Sid's name and fighting his mission and just trying to do what he wanted with his life. I think it's an honor to have his name. Also, we are not branded anymore, which is also new and could take a bit used to for us. Take some getting used to, I mean. Also, there was this thingy, not this, I mean the history place with the map where I could check certain events and stuff that happened. That's also something really cool that I can see myself reading, but not really on stream.
Perhaps I should just...
It's not the most exciting thing to do. Ah, I just saw him under the table.
Have we any more knuckle pies?
But yeah, I think we should go and speak with Otto. I also noticed the hunting board in the last stream. It's not available yet, but pretty much confirms that there will be hunts. Yeah, this is what I meant. The history
Here for
thing.
another of my lectures. What is it that you wish to learn? Study it well, Clive. Very good.
And I don't think we can use this yet. Yeah, not yet.
What do we know, Otto?
Some lads from the Imperial garrison in Rosaria started a fight over at Martha's Rest. Blood was spilled, bones were broken. The usual. But somewhere in the middle of it all, Martha vanished without a word to anyone. And that ain't like her, Clive. Something's not right.
You think this was planned?
Of course it bloody was. Ever since Eastpool, the Empire's been tightening its grip round the Duchy's balls. They've strung up everyone who's ever set eyes on a runaway, claiming they're traitors to the Holy Throne, conspiring to restore the House of Rosfield to power. And now it sounds like the bastards have turned their attentions to the pallbearers meek enough to stay put. Naturally, old Martha could see the way the wind was blowing, complained that it was getting harder and harder to take bearers in.
And now she's missing. If she's fallen into the hands of the Empire, we could be next.
Couple of curse breakers are already on their way to the inn. They should speed up the search. But if this is as bad as I think it is, you might end up having to save their asses and all.
Don't worry, Otto. I'll make sure everyone gets home safe.
Yeah, let's get them back. I guess we can go to Martha's Rest. Oh yeah, so it seems like we will have 3 more, but maybe 4 more, I am not sure. I think 3, yeah. Which should be interesting. Oh, there's actually a side quest somewhere. Maybe we should find that first before heading to Martha's Rest. Maybe it's there as well. Let's try to find it without the map.
Rosaria's not so kind to travelers these days. If you're bound for the rest, make sure you keep your wits sharp and your steel sharper.
I will, and I also found the quest. Today Clive visited the infirmary to have me dress a laceration on his left forearm. I cleaned and stitched the wound and instructed him to rest the arm so that it could heal. But not an hour later he was leaving on another mission. This must be the 100th time he disobeyed my instructions. The next time he comes to me for treatment, I'm tying him to the bed. Yeah, that sounds like something Clive will do. And can't really blame him. Okay, so I guess... Oh, there's a chest.
I hope you don't mind, Sid. I changed the linens in your chambers while you were away.
Oh. That's fine, I think. Wait. Maybe I have to take an elevator? That one, yeah. I am pretty sure, yep. Let's do that then. I really like that we can see it on the map if there's a side quest. So I don't have to run around every time. Just in case there's a quest somewhere.
Finish with that log so we can call it a morning.
Welcome back, Sid.
Just a moment. I'm looking around.
Damn blighted bilge. Is everything all right?
Aside from the holes in my hull, everything's roses.
The lake water doesn't agree with it then?
That's one way of putting it. And unless you got some grand scheme to suck the black from the lake like we do in the atrium, that slurry'll keep eating away at the timber like young Tech does our lemon tarts. Suppose a coat of pitch might stave off the rock for a moon or so, assuming we had any pitch, which we don't. Not any bloody more. Doubt the old tub's got more than a dozen runs left in him.
Of course, Obolus. Your skiff is our only means of reaching the mainland. Without it, we'd be lost.
Well, I'm glad someone round here sees it that way. To make pitch, you need pitch trees. But in case you haven't noticed, live trees are one of the 1,000 things sorely lacking in the Deadlands. Now, I'm not so unkind as to ask you to fell a faraway forest and lug the logs back here to the mere, which is why we'll be needing a suitable alternative. And it just so happens I once heard the thorny pitchers of Curltail Falls cover themselves in a sticky wax to trap birds and beetles and whatnot. Might be enough to tide me over.
Sounds easier than felling a faraway forest. That's for certain.
Yep, definitely. Easier. Slay thorny thistles at Curltail Falls. Okay, let's see where that is. I can't really remember. Oh, it seems like it's there. I mean, I might as well do that first, right? Jill is still our companion along with Torgal, which is nice.
Easier than felling a forest, I said. The trees don't have teeth.
Maybe. I think this is more for stunning, not really for them. Oh yeah, I forgot this is an AoE. Damn, Torgal did a nice backflip. And we got 5 Rex.
I can't imagine Obelus needing any more than this. Time to head home.
Okay, that was fast. Let's head home, I guess. Yeah, why not? And then, after I give him the X, we can go to Martha's Rest.
Finish with that log, so
Back, Sid.
Well, did you find me some wax?
Yeah, it took me 5 minutes.
Find is one way of putting it.
Ugh. Reeks like a chocobo's arse. I don't suppose the Argo will mind as long as he stays above the waves.
Argo. So your boat has a name. I didn't know.
Yeah. Same as my old man. He was a ferryman himself back before the Blight came. The boat's all I have left of him. And thanks to you, he'll sail another day.
That's really cute. It's his way of remembering him. What is that thing? We got 10 something. We didn't get these before. It doesn't tell me what it is. Well, it's 10 green star thingies. Now I am curious what it is. And I also got a new accessory, badge. Badge of Might. Increase attack by 12. To be fair, I think I need that more than defense. Flames of Rebirth, is that? Yeah. I will change this to that. I prefer the Ifrit, not Ifrit, I always say Ifrit. I prefer the Phoenix abilities over the Garuda ones. So I might as well use a badge that helps me with those. Oh yeah, I forgot to try to see what that thing is that we get. I don't think I can see it, to be honest. I mean, it only shows the ability points and gear here. It doesn't show that other thing. Well, whatever. I'm sure we will find out sooner or later. And I think every quest will give us some of it.
What happened here?
Come on. We need to find the others.
We're best off staying where we are for now, I reckon.
Let's get you to a physical, shall we?
I'm sorry. I think I twisted something.
Sid? What said you'd be coming?
I trust you don't mind. Also thought you might need some help. And it appears he was right.
You, could say that, yes. They're saying the Imperials ascended like a storm. No one was spared their fury. Martha tried to step in and calm things down, but all our efforts got her were a pair of iron shackles and a hard march.
Any idea where?
Judging by their tracks, they headed towards Sorrowwise Bay.
To the Abbey, sheltering Martha's bearers.
The bastards. Jill and I will go after them. You take care of the people here.
We will.
I really hope we get there in time.
Before you go, one of the locals heard something. He said the soldiers were talking about... Be careful out there, Sid.
You do the same.
Don't tell me they are trying to kill all the bearers. That's so fucked up.
Hold still. You're making it worse.
Cole is... right. That was no tavern brawl.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. It wasn't anything ordinary.
It was a message.
But a culling. Bearers are the property of the Empire. The garrison wouldn't have the authority to act alone. The orders would have had to have come from higher up.
Sharp! Eh?
Yeah, but why would they do that? I thought that they need the bearers.
If those Orsons touch an hair on Martha's head, I'll kill them all myself.
And I will help. My chest senses are tingling. Well, never mind. Guess my senses were wrong. Happens to the best of us.
Look. Up ahead. Martha. Are you hurt?
Don't worry about me. It's them at the Abbey who need you. You have to do something.
Tell us what happened.
No, first let's save them.
The damn Black Shields, that's what happened.
The Black Shields?
The bastards caught wind. The abbot and I were helping bearers. They were gonna hang us both. When the sick rose from their beds, poor souls turned on the Imperials. Distracted them long enough for me to get away.
Oh no.
Then they may still be alive. Martha, do you think you can make it back to the inn? Cole is there with the other curse breakers.
I think so. Thank you, Clive.
Please, let us save them.
Black Shields? Is this some sort of twisted joke? There has only ever been one Order of Shields in Rosaria, and they fought to defend all her citizens.
Seems a step too far, even for the Empire.
That took way longer than I wanted it to. I couldn't find them. We have upgraded the cooldown, so it should be okay to use it more often.
Farewell.
Are we too
Oh.
late?
There might still be someone inside.
Yeah, the attackers. I hate it.
Damn it.
I thought you lot were all spent.
Murderers. They drove the bearers to this.
Wait. These two aren't turned.
That bitch of an innkeeper must have sent them. Colluding with the enemies of the Empire is a serious offense.
Yeah, whatever, just die.
And for their crimes shall they be punished.
These are definitely the
Such
black
is
shields.
the law. To dwell in darkness that we may purge the night and welcome lasting dawn. On these our swords we swear.
How dare you speak those words? Have you no honor?
Clive.
This won't take long.
What? Where are the others? Oh, I did target them all. Okay.
Is that all of them?
I think so.
I got 10 more of these.
I didn't see the abbot. He may still be alive.
Found her.
The abbot.
The bearers died protecting him. Calling upon what little magic they had left in their bodies.
Clive. He's breathing.
We're friends of Martha. We're here to help.
Are the Imperials dead?
They are. Every last one.
If only that were true.
Black Shields will return. The cullings will continue. Rosaria will never be safe unless we save her. Tell Mother to beg Sin's aid and tell her this wasn't her fault.
I shall.
Sin! Where are you? Sin!
In here! We found a survivor!
Clive. He's gone.
We've laid the abbot to rest. But the bearers, they didn't need to die like this.
No, they didn't. But it was their choice. They knew the fate that awaited them and chose to meet it on their terms, fighting for those who fought for them.
Arthur said they rose from their beds, threw themselves at the Imperials so she and the abbot could escape.
I've gathered the bearers' remains. We should consign them to the tide.
There's a drawbridge not far from here. Radix jump. The currents there are swift. If the abbot was still with us, he'd have taken the dust there himself and performed the casting. I'll get someone to...
I'll do it.
Of course. Cole and I will remain here and see to the Imperials.
Well, that's pretty depressing. I was really hoping that we get here in time. But oh well, it's a dark world.
When did you get so big?
The Imperials of old would never have stooped so low as to defile a house of Greeka, nor slaughter a man of faith in cold blood. May their goddess have mercy on their souls.
The fork to the drawbridge is back the way we came. It's where the abbot would have gone himself, had he not.
Yeah. Let's do this casting. I really hope that we can make a better life for bearers before it's too late. Okay, I don't know where I'm going. But those black shields are interesting. I am curious what their story is. Oh, it's a... what are they called? Oh, it's a hunt thingy. That's so cool. notorious marks. Every now and then, Clive may encounter creatures larger, faster and more ferocious than most. While flight is always an option, defeating these notorious marks can earn him not only renown, but also rare materials that may be used to craft new gear or upgrade existing items. Okay, so I think renown is that new thingy. The new currency with the green background and the star. My question is, what is that used for, and where can I spend it? But yeah, let's try it.
Do you think it's spotted us, Torgal? What am I saying? Of course it has. It's a floating eyeball.
That's true. You can probably easily kill him. I mean, it's only a rank C. Oh no, did I just miss that completely?
There's a good boy. Nice try.
Oh god. I suck. I can't even remember how to do the limit break. Kinda wanna do it. What the hell?
Thanks, boy.
Okay, this is a cool fight, I have to say. Yay! Okay, so we have 30 renown now, I think. And we are 26.
You didn't see that coming.
Yes. Looks cool though, I like it. So maybe now I can talk with the Moogle. Can't remember his name. Nectar, maybe? Next to the hunting board.
That must be the bridge.
Yeah.
So shall the waters cleanse thee of thy burden, and bear it out to sea.
And now they are truly free.
Oops. What of the Imperials?
A pyre was made. It's more than they deserve.
True.
We should go back. Cole is worried about Martha.
All right.
We could have just fed them to some creatures. Oh, chest. Got a bit excited. Let's see what else we can find on the way back. But that was cool, the mark. And it was only a rank C. And I found the fight really fun. Fast paced and it was a lot happening. I definitely didn't do well, but that's because it was really unexpected. Yeah, I have excuses, okay? I am prepared. Hello.
Killed my bearer. I demand recompense.
We are back.
No one survived then?
I'm sorry. Before he passed, one of them bade me tell you not to blame yourself.
Doesn't mean I won't. Doesn't mean their blood's not on my hands. Cole said you cast their remains. That was good of you. But it should have been me. This was all my fault.
How? You couldn't have known.
But I did. And I turned a deaf ear to the warnings like the fool I am. The rumors started moons ago. Of black-clad devils descending on villages in the dead of night to slit the throats of sleeping bearers. But I assumed it was all just nonsense concocted by the Empire.
Well, it sounds like
Nothing
it.
but a ghost story meant to make folk think twice about lending a hand to a fugitive bearer.
And in ordinary times you would have been right. What these Black Shields are doing is unthinkable. Which begs the question, why do it at all? My mother obviously has a hand in this. I cannot make sense of her actions.
And picking what goes on in that woman's head is a job for someone with more time on their hands. Right now, I need swords and men to wield them, preferably big ones. If those Imperials think they can come in here again and threaten my people, they're in for a rude awakening. Oh, before I forget, a Stolas from Otto landed just before you arrived. He asked me to tell you that Gav has returned.
Then we must as well. Will you be all right here, Martha?
We can stay longer if you wish.
No need. I'll be ready should the Imperials come calling. Though I wouldn't turn my nose up if you were to lend me a pair of them strapping young curse breakers.
Sure. I'm sure we can spare some. A new quest is available nearby. Well then, before we return to the hideaway, let's see what they need. It's a plus icon. Okay.
Try not to move. You'll only make it worse.
Oi! You there! You handy with that sword of yours? Course you are. Bet you're a bloody marvel with the thing. Now, question is, are you willing to use it or not? 'cause a flock of noble chocobos are in need of help.
Chocobos?
You heard me right. Wild birds? Hmm? The big ones? And not just any chocobos at that. Whiteheart and her flock are the bravest birds you ever did see. They protect travellers round these parts from bandits and the like.
Chocobos? Fighting bandits?
It's true. Why, they saved me from a gang of footpads only yesterday. Nasty lot they were too. And now they're back, looking to settle the score. Oh, go on then. Don't just stand there. Go and help them.
Now I feel bad for killing those chocobos. I mean, this should be interesting, so let's do it.
All right.
There's a good lad.
Where can I find these chocobos?
I saw him cut across the way over yonder. The rotten scoundrels were driving the poor things towards the old dock. It's a dead end, that is. You save Whiteheart and her flock, you hear me? There ain't a pluckier bird in all the world. She's a hero to us locals. And don't worry, you'll know her when you see her right enough.
I'm sure I
I
will.
bet. Yeah.
And good luck to you. And give those no-good bastards a hiding from me.
Okay. I know I should have done it during the cutscene, but give me a moment. I need to drink. Okay. Let's go find these chocobos. The white-winged wanderer, so I assume it's a white chocobo.
Whiteheart. That's quite a name for a chocobo.
Oh?
A white feather.
A big one.
I thought Ambrosia was one of a kind. Speaking of brave birds. Looks like they went that way. These chocobos aren't going down without a fight.
I mean, they remind me of ostrich, which are also quite deadly. So I'm not even surprised. And there they are.
We got you cornered, Feathers. You didn't think you'd seen the last of us, did you? You've been bad for business. But I reckon someone will pay good coin to mount your head on their wall.
Not around here, they won't.
Oh. And why's that, eh?
Because she's something of a hero in these parts. You hurt her, and I hurt you.
Piss off. Or better still, how about we hurt you both?
All right then. But don't say I didn't warn you.
Let's try to get the mages first. And let's do it again. Yeah, it targets them really quick. I like it. Okay, that was amazing. Just completely missed. Oh, new enemies. Let's wait for them. Oh, he blocked it. Okay. Stagger after stagger. Nice.
You're safe now. White Heart, I presume. Do you know her, boy? That scar.
Wait.
It couldn't be. Ambrosia. It is you. You survived.
That's amazing.
And you found yourself a flock.
Oi! Is it over? I thought I'd come and see how you were getting on. Oh, you sorted the bastards then. I knew you would. And the whole flock made it through unscathed.
Thankfully, they did.
So cute.
And not only that.
Well, I'll be. I never stopped to think our hero here might once have been someone's mount. Though I dare say she'd suit a fine fellow like yourself. Reckon our feathered friend must have learned a thing or two from her master. Kind-hearted warrior that you are. Bird like her would have cost a princely sum. You born a lord or something?
Well,
Oh, no, sorry. I didn't mean to pry. Don't matter who you are. You done right by me.
what is it, girl?
She wants her master back, I reckon. Told you. And it seems her pals agree.
Is that it? You want to come with me?
Well, bugger me if this ain't a heartwarming sight. The lads down the stables will be hearing about this tonight. Oh, stay right where you are.
Aww. Do we really get a mount? I said it in the past that it would be so cool to get one. Not even do we get one, it's Ambrosia. And she's got an eye patch, that's so cute.
Doesn't she cut an handsome figure, eh?
She does indeed. How much do I owe you?
Ah, a few scraps of leather's the very least I owe old Whiteheart. Oh, I'll be sad to see her go, of course. But she's earned her right to happiness and more besides. Don't you worry, we'll get along just fine without her. You hear that, Whiteheart? You've earned yourself some time off. You have fun traveling with your master now.
It's so good. I'm so happy.
You seem awful familiar now I get a proper look at you. That's it. When those chocobos swarmed my car on the road, didn't you? No. No, that can't be right. That fellow was a bearer.
Must have been my double.
Oh, must have been, eh? Oh, that'll be the excitement getting to me. Silly sod that I am. Pay me no mind. Anyhow,
Yeah, how
let's be on my
silly.
way. Good luck to the both of you.
Thank you.
You take care of your flock for now.
This is so
I'll call
cool.
you when I need you.
Like what? I thought we are just doing a simple side quest. And here we are finding Ambrosia and even getting her as a mount. Like what? That's amazing. Chocobo unlocked. After 18 long years, Clive has finally been reunited with his faithful steed. Hold R3 while in the field to summon Ambrosia, and X to mount the Chocobo. Well, let's try it out, shall we?
Come on.
Rein in. Oh, that's slowing down probably.
Faster!
Whee! Yep, it's slowing down. Or stopping, to be more precise. This is so cool, we have Ambrosia back. I am so happy. I did have a theory, oh, and she's got a mount too. I did have a theory when Clive said, I thought Ambrosia was one of a kind, and I was like, well, maybe she is. But I didn't want to say it because, I don't know, just felt like we should see the Chocobo first. And yep, it sure is Ambrosia.
I can walk from here.
She's so cute and I'm so happy we got her.
We're not to move.
And hey, she became a hero. No wonder Clive's Chocobo becomes a hero. That's so good, I'm so happy. I will 100% name this episode We finally got our first Chocobo or something like that. Okay, maybe not 100%, we will see.
Where's Gav?
A new missive has been delivered. Okay, but first, let's take a look at the board.
That broom's as ragged as
So Mather's all right.
Okay, not yet. Guess we can check the missive after we speak with Gav.
I hear there's trouble in Rosaria.
Ah, Clive! How I've missed that scowl.
Where's my report?
What, no kind words for your old pal Gav?
If it's kind words you're after, you're fishing in the wrong barrel. Now sit down, you fool.
So, you remember how quick the Empire was to occupy the Dominion after the fall of Drake's head? And how pissed off all the other nations were that they didn't think to do it first?
Half a century of independence gone at the whim of a madman. So much for their bloody treaty.
Clearly, the promise of unblighted land and the world's supply of crystals was too much for his radiance to resist.
And it does make sense that they have crystals they don't.
And now the
want
Republic's finally decided to follow suit, using liberation as an excuse to declare war on Sambrek. Lined up right
bears.
outside the Dominion's gates as we speak, looking to starve the Imperials into submission.
And now all eyes are on the Strait of Author.
While the two nations beat their shields, the rest sharpen their daggers, ready to set upon the war-weary victor. They'll never see us coming. It's time we moved on the mother crystals.
Oh.
Four mother crystals remain in Storm and Ash. Drake's Breath near Ironhome. Drake's Fang in Dhalmekia. Drake's Spine in Waloed. And Drake's Tail here in the Crystalline Dominion.
With the bulk of the Republican army marching to Twinside, Drake's Fang will be left exposed.
That is exactly the move Kupka would anticipate. And if there is anything these past 5 years have taught us, is that he loves his traps. There is one place, however, where nobody will be expecting us to go.
Drake's Breath.
There's a shitload of sea between us and it, and I've never been much of a swimmer.
I have an acquaintance in Port Isolde who may be able to help.
Who's that then?
My uncle, Byron Rosfield.
Lord Byron Rosfield of the Seven High Houses, the trade magnate with holdings in over 100 cities. Wait, Rosfield. And you're a Rosfield, of course.
My uncle's name gave him his start in the world, but it was his acumen which earned him his fortune. Along with a handsome fleet of ships.
Well, it's settled then. What are we waiting for, eh? Huh?
Oh, are we unlocking things? Yes. Otto's counter is now open. The following hideaway facilities are now available: Alient Reports, the Patron's Whisper, and the Handboard. All three are located near Otto in the mess. Or Atto.
What are we waiting for, indeed?
Uh-huh.
You think it's alright to touch him?
Yes, go ahead.
I don't know. You go first.
Okay, they won't really do anything. Wait, let's see the blacksmith.
Clive? What do you want?
Okay, nothing new.
That it?
Yep.
Fine.
Okay, let's check the handboard and the other stuff that we unlocked.
That broom's as ragged as...
Clive, there you are, Kupo. I've been looking all over for you.
What's the matter, Nectar?
The matter is this, Kupo.
The hunt board? It's where the Cursebreakers post sightings of particularly fearsome beasts. Those that might pose a threat to our operations if they were left to roam free. Just because they can't be dealt with when they're spotted, doesn't mean they can't be dealt with later. Was that what you wanted to know?
Of course not, Kupo. I knew that already. And that's why I need your help. As I need not remind you, Kupo, I am the mightiest of all the Mughals. I couldn't read all of that, so I need you to slay them all, Kupo.
Right. Well, leaving your mightiness aside for the moment, the people of Alastia are going through a lot already. What with the Blight and the war. The last thing they need is ungodly fiends terrorizing them on top of everything else. So if the Cursebreakers are too busy to help, then perhaps I can. Or at least I can try.
Oh, thank you, Kupo. It's so good to have found someone who understands me, Kupo. I will stay here then and keep an eye on the billets that get posted on the board, so if there's anything you need to know, ask me, Kupo, I think he said. I won't read all of that, but we will talk. I mean, I will read, but I won't read them out loud, because it takes longer for me to read that way. Oh wait, I can choose when to proceed. Okay. Did you see that all the billets are marked with the location, Kupo? That's where the horrible horror in question was seen. But you can't be expected to memorize every last place name in the whole wide realm. You're only human, Kupo. So if the place doesn't tingle your pom-pom, Kupo, try reading the witness's statement. Sometimes there are other details in them that might help you track the nasties down and finish them off. I love how the Mughals talk. Wait, that wasn't all? The Cursebreakers don't just tack up any old rumors to this board, you know. They take great pains to verify every little detail, Kupo. So don't you go letting all of their hard work go to waste, Kupo. Don't you let me, I mean them, down. Oh god, how much more? Did you see that the Cursebreakers give every billet a rank of riskiness, Kupo? From this thing could kill you with a single swipe to a 7-nation army couldn't scratch this thing's skin. But I'm sure you will be fine, Kupo. Well, not sure, but that's one risk I'm willing to take. Reports of Finns terrorizing the countryside are posted to the hunt board in hopes that fearless heroes such as Clive will take it upon themselves to hunt down and slay the marks. Notorious marks. Okay, so I did this. And there is the Angel of Death. Okay, that sounds so cool and there's no picture. A trader coming by the way of Caer Norvent met with a troop of Cursebreakers traveling in the opposite direction and warned them of a wicked winged harpy on the road ahead, his eyes wild and flickering. Though the Cursebreakers saw nothing untoward on their own journey through their paths, the sound of crackling laughter from the trees ensured that they kept up a brisk pace. Okay, so I guess just follow the laughter. And Belphegor. Oh, that looks so cool. Reports have been received of a wild avis of striking size making its nest atop the hill adjacent to Eastpool. Though all efforts are being made not to rouse the beast's ire, it is surely but a matter of time before it needs to feed. I hereby petition any brave volunteers to march to the northern border, that we might cut the fiend down before it makes trenchers of the nearby villages. Okay, and these are in my journal, hopefully? Or do I have to take a picture of them? Okay, they are not in my journal. And it seems like I can't go anywhere until I do the main quest. But I wanted to talk with him more. Ask about the hunt board. It's precisely what you see before you, Kupo. The curse breakers note down the details of any particularly dangerous monsters they hear about or encounter in the course of their duties, Kupo, and post the billets here, Kupo, so that any stout souls who wishes to do the realm a service might set out to slaughter an ungodly horror or two, which is where you come in, Kupo. As for me, I have the most important duty of all, painting a big red cross over each and every one you cut down, Kupo, so that everyone can sleep at night knowing that the realm is a safer place. Well, that looks like really hard work. Ask about Nectar's adventures. Did I ever tell you about the time I visited the Great Continent, Kupo?
I don't think so.
Of course I didn't, because I've never been, Kupo. Look at these wings, do they look like the sort that might carry a mogul across countless leagues of cold sea? They call me Nectar the Bold, not Nectar the Stupid, Kupo. Okay. Gotta love Nectar. And the other stuff are right here.
Oh, Clive! Welcome to the Patron's Whisper.
The Patron's Whisper? Does that mean someone else is taking care of our friend's donations?
Oh no, that's still me. It's just Karen has her toll, Blackthorn has his hammer. I thought a new name might liven things up. I still catalogue every item that arrives, in addition to setting aside those tokens of appreciation the sender has specified are to be presented to you personally. Would you like to see if we have any?
Oh, that's cool.
Business is busy.
On top of my regular duties here at the Whisper, Otto has piled countless other tasks, from transcribing and sorting stalls, reports, to penning needful missives. Not that I'm complaining, mind, I enjoy writing. I have ever since I learned my letters from Yara back in the old hideaway. I won't claim to have been his best student though. That honor goes to Shirley.
Still.
I like to think Yara would be proud of me too, were he with us today. I noticed that she's got the mark.
Words are immortal.
They live on in others, and if the words are your own, so too will you. Do you know who told me that? It was Yara, in our last lesson before Titan came. It stayed with me ever since his passing and inspired me to become what I am today. I imagine we survivors all have a story like that, of someone who remains with us even though they are gone. Yep, for sure. And let's listen to the Patron's Whisper, or Patron's Whisper.
Your benefactors are a generous lot.
Oh, this is the renown thing. Completing side quests will earn Clive renown, inspiring nameless benefactors from across the Twins to donate money or items to Clive's cause. Visit... I am not sure if her name is Desire or Desire. I would think Desire. At the Patron's Whisper in the Hideaway's mess to view current renown level and accept any donations available. Alright. So my renown is 55. My question is, if I accept something, does my renown go down or does it stay? Your merry band of outlaws and its dashing deeds of daring do are all the talk amongst the ladies of the court. We have gathered together several items of worth that you might continue your gallantry. I mean, it's a lot of good things and 400 ability points, so let's see if I...
You earned this.
Oh, I keep my renown, cool. Our order is one built on pride, but that does not mean we are too proud to give thanks where thanks is due. We may have failed Martha once, but never again. The blood axes.
All yours.
And the rest are for the future.
Best of luck out there, Sid.
Clive. Quick look.
We had this before, right?
Always something in there.
But let's talk with him.
Fancy a look at the list, do you? Oh, same old.
What Athos got me reading through the reports coming in from our allies and picking out what problems need dealing with now and what can be saved for later. It was still early days back in the old place, so I could just about handle the job myself. State of the world now, though, I need Dee's help to sift through it all. You need Dee's help, right? Okay. And that's just the sifting. Sifting? What the hell is sifting? Actually solving any of these problems is a whole other headache. The curse breakers take the urgent stuff, but we are still stuck waiting for volunteers to handle the rest.
So,
If you ever find yourself at a loose end, well, you know where to find me. So much has happened since that night. Feels like a lifetime ago. But we will never forget those who didn't make it. Kenneth, Martil, they are still with us in our hearts.
And Sid?
When I found out he was gone, I thought that was it for us.
But he's still with us too.
With us and in you. You took his name and gave us hope when we had none. So I suppose what I'm trying to say is, don't be a stranger, eh? A hideaway ain't nothing without its Sid.
Here you go.
Okay, there are no side quests.
Always
I think
something in there.
these are the side quests.
Doesn't sound like anywhere is safe.
But there is a side quest, so maybe not. And whatever.
That broom's as ragged as
Now let's try to find
I hear there's trouble.
the person giving the side quest.
Think it's alright to touch him?
I think it's down at that place where we were with the waterfall thingy. I know it's not a waterfall. Or maybe it is? No, it's it's not a waterfall at all. What the hell? Oh god. Yeah, this is the waterfall I meant. Nice waterfall, right? I mean, it's water falling, so it's a waterfall. Waterfall. You can't tell me otherwise.
Sid, I was hoping to speak to you.
Is everything all right?
Oh, yeah, it's just, well, as you know, we've been trying to grow fruit down here.
It's good to know that something of the old hideaway still lives on.
Martel's pride and joy. It was a sapling when she rescued it from the rubble, but look at it now. All our hard work's finally paying off. I took it on, you see, after she died, and now the fruit's finally ready to eat. And not only is it ready, it's actually tasty. Sweet as you like, in fact. She bred the bitter right out of it.
Impressive. And welcome news to more than a few, I'd say.
I thought this first harvest could go to the curse breakers, on account of all they do for the hideaway. You couldn't take them some, could you? Seems better them coming from you.
Why not?
It'll be nice being the bearer of good news for a change.
Oh, thank you. She always had a soft spot for that lot, see? And once they've had their share, I'll see to it that everyone else gets some. Here you go. Martell apples, they're called, in honor of her memory. You hear that, Martell? Today's finally the day.
Literally the fruits of her labor. Was this open before? Oh yeah, I think I was even in here. Yeah, never mind. Maybe we could eat one apple.
Did you come through the forge today?
Oh god, am I going the wrong way? I'm sure I will learn this layout with time. I mean, it's still kinda new, so don't blame me too much. You can, just a little. Okay, you can. As much as you want.
I hear there's trouble.
I know I'm horrible with remembering routes.
You two look like you could use something to eat. Here, courtesy of Martell.
Martell. Now, where have I heard that name before?
Weren't she the girl from the Furrows?
Course she was. An odd sort, that one. Loved plants more than people.
Aye, and brave as a bane might. Remember when she ran back into the hideaway to collect them trees when Titan attacked? Wait.
These aren't those apples, are they? Well, I'll be. She'd have been proud, and rightly so. Thank you, Sid.
No problem. Thank her, not me, to be honest. I only delivered what she made possible.
Doesn't sound like a gift from the backyard for your service.
Blimey, these take me back. I haven't seen a hideaway apple since. Old Sid was the only one who could stomach the things. He'd nab them right from the branch, make Martell livid. Not that anyone could stay mad at the man for long.
That sounds like the Sid I knew, all right.
Planning on keeping that lot to yourselves, were you? Hang on. These aren't Martells, are they? I'm glad to see someone carried on what she started. Can't have been easy, not in the Deadlands. Reckon she'd be happy knowing all her hard work didn't go to waste. Clive, tell the lad down in the backyard to run some over for me, will you?
Not so much as a thank you. Well, I've got some manners at least. Thanks, Sid. You can leave the basket with me. I'll see that the others get their share. Oh, and give our compliments to the gardener, won't you?
That was the last of the apples. I should head to the backyard and pass along everyone's regards.
Yeah, let's do that. I'm sure he will be happy.
That broom's as ragged as goats.
And then we can continue. Our journey. And then after that, I might try to find that harpy. Because the name The Angel of Death sounds really cool.
Cursebreakers sent their thanks. And their compliments. They were clearly very fond of Martel.
They remembered her. After all these years. I suppose she was very kind, even to a tongue-tied lummox like me. You were one of the good ones, Martel. Why did you have to die? She put everything into her work. She wasn't going to rest until we had fruit sweet enough to enjoy. And now we do. When she died, I named a sapling after her. And now it's a full-grown tree. Martel lives on through the fruit it bears.
And
That's
through
very
you.
wholesome.
Her dream would have died with her, had you not kept it alive. That's something to be proud of.
I didn't do anything really, but thank you. You're kinder to me than I deserve.
By the way, Otto's expecting some of your crop. And I wouldn't mind some of it either, if that's not too much to ask.
Of course not. I'll see that you're both well provided for. They like your fruit, Martel. Isn't that wonderful? I'd say it's about time we planted you some siblings, don't you think?
I'm curious if we will actually get some, or if that will be just forgotten. Oh? Displayed in Clive's chambers, that's so cool. It's one of those curiosity thingies. We had one with the stone, or not stone, crystal with the two daggers in it. Now we have that. I think we can go now. What's that? The Wall of Memories. Oh yeah, I should go and check my missives first and stuff. First, let's check where the apple is. Oh, it's right here. On the table. Oh, and we have the ambrosia stack as well. Didn't even see that. A bird by any other name. Forgive my insistence on writing you these silly letters. Would that we had more time to speak to each other in person, but for every day we spend together it feels as though we must suffer another two apart. I am gladdened to hear of your most unexpected reunion with Ambrosia, or should I say Whiteheart. You told me once how your chocobo sacrificed herself to protect you that night at Phoenix Gate. And here, so many years later, we find she has spent her life doing the exact same thing, defending others. Some things never change, do they, Clive? Jill. I am just looking at the signing at the next to the character. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be their signing or what, because this does not look like it says Jill. Wait, it does kinda. I can see it saying Jill, never mind. But this one? How is this Gav? How is that a G? Okay, whatever, it's just something I noticed. And I got curious about it, if they are signing or not. We will never know.
Do you think it was wise to leave, Gav? didn't seem pleased.
I needed his eyes and nose in Dhalmekia. I'm not about to let Kupka take us unawares. Besides, he has a knack for that sort of thing.
That he does.
And wasn't it Sid who said that matters such as these are best left to dominance? Especially should one of his beloved opportunities to grow and change present itself.
What is it, boy?
I always knew that I would return one day. Return to Ironhome.
For what?
After learning the truth, you were given the chance to face your past. If I am to continue at your side, I must do the same.
We will face it together then.
To the end.
Come on.
Bloodlines.
How far do you think your mother's reach extends? Will we find the same tragedy in the south as we did at Martha's Rest?
More than likely. Which is why we should hurry. There are still many settlements between here and Port Isolde. We visit as many as we can and hear their stories. Starting with the village of Amber.
Company.
Come on.
Why not? Let's go on. Ambrosia, if we got her, anyways. I was thinking if I should call her Ambrosia or Whiteheart.
Thanks, gal.
But I think I prefer Ambrosia.
Mockery of justice is what it is. Lord Elwyn would never have stood for this.
Quiet, you! Nothing but loyalists.
Jill, look.
Rosaria must be cleansed of the stain which befouls her, that she might rise once again from the ashes to welcome a new dawn. Twould be a pity to make examples of you all, for the transgressions of but a handful.
Of course, your lordship. You shall have our full cooperation.
What business could the Black Shields have in a village this small? There's barely room to hide a bearer.
Then they must be here for something else.
You fancy dancing a gallows jig like the miller's son?
All right, I heard you the first time.
Excuse me, but what was all that about earlier?
You haven't heard? Someone's been stirring up trouble. There've been attacks on the garrison, supplies stolen. They even say a Black Shield was murdered. The Empire wants answers, and what the Empire wants, the Empire gets.
Don't they just?
Keep your ears open, eh? The Black Shields will pay good coin for information on the culprits. You'd have to be dull as a sack of stones to think you could take on the Empire. What with their 100 full legions?
100? I heard it were 1,000.
We're going hunting for outlaws. How'd you like that, boy?
Oh no. Anything for coin, I guess. And that was not a treasure chest.
I ain't got much, but what's mine is yours, for a price.
I mean, it's 10,000. I don't think I will get that.
You won't be disappointed. There you are. You won't be disappointed.
Let's sell my
Fare you
valuables.
Word is, Port Isolde's closed her gates to all but the Highborn, and now a great camp sprung up along the walls.
Run along now, before one of the boys starts thinking you're something you're not.
And what is it that I am not? Exactly. Oh, chest. I knew there will be one.
What did those knights want, Father?
I told you to stay in the house. Go on.
Left to join the garrison this very morn.
At this rate, there'll be none left to help with the harvest.
Yeah, just looking around. I will go back, don't worry. Yep, another one. Hell yeah. Now we can go and talk with them.
You seen him, didn't you?
I'm sorry.
The black shields. Just now. You seen them, didn't you? At least I think they was the black shields. Can't say I ever saw one before.
Was this the first time they visited the village?
But what do you think? Amber's the arse end of nowhere. And they thought we might be harbouring firebrands. Huh. If only we were. I might have turned them in and become a black shield myself.
You don't think these firebrands the Empire is looking for could be us, do you?
I don't know. But we need to find out.
Firebrands.
Greetings, friend. We are travelers.
I know that. What do you want?
We couldn't help noticing those Imperial soldiers who were here earlier.
Don't you go telling these strangers a thing. I speak for the people of this village, and we have nothing more to say to you. You are to leave Amber and never come back.
May I at least ask why?
I don't know who you are or what brings you here, but your presence puts us all in grave danger. The Empire is a harsh master. Its demands are great, and its justice swift. But as long as we keep our heads down and pay our tributes, we are left alone. Some might call it submission. But if it will spare my people the Viceroy's wrath, then I will gladly submit. This village will not become another East Pole.
Then we shall be on our way. These people live with a knife to their throats. In the mistaken belief that if they cooperate, my mother will show them mercy.
Obedience bought with fear.
Are you all right?
Sorry, It's nothing. We still don't know who the Black Shields are looking for.
Well, whoever they are, the Imperials deem them worth pursuing to the back of beyond. But other than Martha, who else in Rosari would have the courage to stand against the Empire? A new ally would certainly be welcome. Can we find them before the Imperials do? Perhaps the next village will yield more answers.
Perhaps.
Yep. I hope they are more friendly there.
This pass will take us through the mountains.
and directly into the path of whoever or whatever lurks here.
I don't know if I should mount up. Oh, never mind.
Ever since the apothecary, we've seen more and more of these echoes.
What do you think is waking them? The mother crystal's collapse?
I have an idea. You're not going to like it.
Okay, which way? Let's go this way. And I want to hear Clive's idea. Or I should say Sid's. My bad. Still getting used to the new name. Oh god, I did not see it. Wait, what is this? Oh, it's loot. Okay, I was wondering why it's not attacking us. I guess that's why.
More of my mother's men.
Fire and flame! It's over!
Good boy. Oh, I saw that. What is this? Oh, it's a fallen bug.
Farewell!
I have a lot of ability points, but I want to save some for the Flames of Rebirth. This thing.
You're finished!
That's one of my favorite abilities. Oh, hello. That was a surprise.
It's over!
Blood.
Blood, Clive.
And still wet.
You were told to stay in your homes.
The Black Shields.
You know who we are. And still, you would bear your steel. Why then? We owe you our thanks. You have saved us the trouble of an interrogation. To dwell in darkness, that we may purge the night and welcome lasting dawn. On these, our swords we swear.
Say that again. I'll show you a true shield of Rosaria.
Just kicking the shit out of him.
You're finished.
Tell me what I want and the end will be swift. Who are you looking for?
Why, you. We come bearing a message. Your friends have been found. The branded you freed from our camps. They await you in Ordeal. Guardians of the Flame.
Those are Old Hill's gates.
Then we hurry. Find something, boy. Death.
Oh no.
Found her.
Damn.
This was my mother's doing.
But why? Why would anyone...
I don't know. I never truly understood her. But this...
Oh, Clive.
I will learn what madness drives her, and I will end it. We should go.
Yes.
We can't leave them here like this.
We won't. But if the Black Shields have made it this far south, they may already be in Port Isolde.
Jesus. Even more dead people. Yay, at least we get some loot. It's a way to distract ourselves from the unsettling reality. Oh god. How many are there? I hope we can give them a proper funeral.
We're approaching Buick Bridge. Though I doubt the Empire would let us cross over to Rosalith.
Who is that? Oh, it's no one, I think. Oh, it's a refugee.
Didn't happen to come by way of Oldhill, did you? Saw some Imperials clad in black making for the docks just the other day. The next morn, you couldn't see the sun for all the ravens. Didn't happen to come by way of Oldhill, did you? Saw some Imperials clad in black making for the docks just the other day.
Just don't go there, please. That's what we should be telling everyone.
They tell us there's a curfew, but then refuse us passage back to our homes.
They're all Rosarian.
But this is their home.
I'm hungry.
The Empire would have us live in the Deadlands.
Interesting. Why though?
Don't go thinking you'll find refuge in the houses outside Port Isolde. The place is a wretched hive of thieves and blackguards.
No, let's not do any detour for now. We will come back later though.
The Lazarus. What happened to this place?
My mother happened. The nobles who lived here didn't stand a chance. Let's hope my uncle fared better.
Yeah. I really hope so.
That's the main gate. And it looks like we're not the only ones hoping to get in.
Yeah, all the tents.
Let us pass! My children are starving!
Have
mercy.
You can't ignore us forever.
Let us in, or we'll die on your doorstep.
Better out there than in here.
No, enough
Fuck off. Hang the chinless bastards. Those crystals belong to us all. I said, where were you, filth? Back to your stalls. Cut you down where you stand. Destroy it.
No chance of slipping through unnoticed. We'll need to find another way in.
Yeah, maybe climb the fence. Or not climb it, but climb a mountain and... I don't know.
I thought we might be able to reason with the guards. Or at least bribe them.
I suspect everyone in that crowd thought the same. Was that the only way in?
Officially, yes. Strictly speaking, no. My uncle once told me that the nobles had tunnels built, so that they could visit town without having to walk amongst the rabble. The Lazarus. We'll find our way into the city there.
If you're sure. The entire place looked abandoned. Do you think it's safe?
As long as it is abandoned.
And by
The good
fence,
news
I
is
meant
we
wall.
haven't seen a single black shield since Old Hill.
Maybe they found who they were looking for.
I'm so stressed what we find here. After seeing all the bodies and
This
everything.
is nothing like I remember it.
How quickly a crown can lose its luster.
I mean, it looks fairly normal. As in, no blood, no smoke, no bodies so far.
Not abandoned then.
Oi! Visitors!
Apologies. We'll show ourselves out.
Who are these?
Or not.
Just bandits or... Yeah. That was cool, I liked it.
I've only ever seen one man fight like that. And he's long dead.
Wait, is that...
Perhaps it's time you joined him.
Wait. Don't. Yep, it's him.
Blessing of the Phoenix. It can't be. I was there when you died.
It's what's his name?
Forgive me, my lord. I knew not whom I addressed. You have naught to fear from us.
Say his name.
It really is you.
It is.
Wade.
So wait.
Yes.
We can speak inside.
Okay, we didn't kill the others, just injure them. Good.
And those who wouldn't bend the knee?
We left before the Empire could make examples of us, though we didn't go far. And we banded together to form the Guardians of the Flame soon after. Alas, there is only so much a handful of aging shields can do against the might of an empire. But we've seen to it that their stay has been anything but pleasant. Of late, though, we've had our hands full just trying to keep the Duchy's few remaining bearers out of the Imperial's clutches.
The Cullings. We saw what happened in Old Hill.
Aye. The foul work of the Black Shields and their mistress.
You mean my mother? But it doesn't make sense. Even knowing what I know about her. Her hatred for bearers was no secret, but she wouldn't have been ignorant of their value to the realm.
No offense, my lord, but in case you haven't noticed, the Lady Annabella couldn't care less about the realm. She barely even cares for her own home. That much has been plain since the slaughter at Eastpool. And, since granting the Holy Emperor a new heir, her obsession with bearers only seems to have grown. As to why, I don't know. Maybe she can't bear the thought of anyone having the power to challenge her beloved son.
Her son.
Sir Wade, the Black Shields have broken camp. They march in full force for Buick Bridge. Then so do we. Make ready. This is their main host. If we remove the head, perhaps we can prevent what happened at the docks from happening somewhere else. If I do nothing, then the blood of their next victims will be on my hands.
Yours and ours. We too have witnessed the crimes these men who dare call themselves shields have committed in my mother's name. It cannot be allowed to continue. We must put a stop to this madness.
We must. So let us go with you. For the good of Rosaria.
I was hoping you'd say that. Very well. If that is your wish, I would be honored to serve at your side.
And we at yours.
So, Wade, let us do our duty.
With pleasure, my lord.
I imagine this endeavor will require more than just our wits.
Yep.
Then let's hope Sir Wade has a good quartermaster.
I'm so glad Wade is here and alive and well.
Buck up, I suppose we owe you our thanks. You spared us when you could have just as easily sent us to the mud.
We'll show them that the fire in our...
What is it you require?
These are trolls.
I will be here should you need aught else.
Tell us then, Sir Wade. What is your plan?
Nothing fancy. You, Lady Jill and I make for Buick Bridge, and provoke the main host at their encampment. Sensing an opportunity to end the Guardians, The Black Shields will call for reinforcements, who will be met from the rear by parties of my brothers hidden throughout the surrounding hills. This will allow us to wage battle on the bridge without fear of being overwhelmed. While the Black Shields have an advantage in numbers, you see, they prefer to fight in small units, which we can use to our advantage.
How small exactly?
Small enough, now that I have you and Lady Jill for company. I doubt I could have done this on my own.
But until we arrived, that was your plan. You haven't changed a bit.
So Wade, the bearers from Old Hill have been laid to rest.
Very good. Now make ready for battle.
As you command.
Thank you, Sir Wade. Perhaps now they will find peace.
There is but one thing which will grant them peace. Putting an end to the Black Shields.
And so we shall.
I'm all on board with this plan. Party members. Throughout the main scenario, Clive will often be joined by various companions who are keen to lend their assistance. However, depending on Clive's destination, they may choose to remain behind at the hideaway. Okay. Okay, so we will go and face the Black Shields. But I think I will end it now for today. But this is so cool, we have met two of our old friends. One being Ambrosia and the other Sir Wade. That's really nice. I still wonder where Joshua is, by the way. But I'm sure we will see him soon enough. But anyways, I hope that you enjoyed this stream and hope that you enjoy your morning, day or night. Be sure to drink enough, stay hydrated and take care of yourself. And I will see you next time. Until then, goodbye.